Hey, this is Bob from Skillz Drum Lessons again, and here we are with another one in the series Practice Drumming Anywhere. So no pads, no sticks, nothing needed, just your hands and a little concentration. Well, and a good idea, of course, but there are many of the 24 core principles which you can find in my 3D drumming system, which you can practice perfectly without drums, and some of them are actually easier to do without drums present because you get rid of all the distraction. So what we're going to do now is going to do another variations of the Bonham Triplet, which was the right, left, right, left foot. And if you want to see the first one of the series, then just click the ones in the bottom or on the right, or just go to my channel and you will see these present. Now, what we're going to do today is we're going to focus on coordination. Coordination, first of all, has two main sides to it. Coordination is what they used to call independence. And independence is really a bullshit term. Most of it has nothing to do with independence, or interdependence is more accurate. It is mostly very dependent. And that's why things are difficult to us. You know, most of the movements we make, the motions we make, and they're really unnatural. You know, the things we normally, if you would hit something hard, then your whole body will help to hit that hard. You know, then everything stresses that motion, and what we have to do is hit things hard and hit things soft at the same time, for instance. Well, it's very unnatural. And you may say, well, isn't that dynamics? Is it? Yeah, for sure. If you look at the idea of hard and soft, or loud and soft, then of course you're in the realm of dynamics. But it takes an awful amount of coordination to get that. You know, so that's coordination as well. Now the same goes for the two basic principles of coordination. You know, coordination can be divided roughly into two categories. One is layered, where you have things moving on top of each other, so more of a harmonic type of movement, things happening at the same time. Or you have a melodic way of moving things, which we call linear. So no two limbs hit at the same time. So that's more of a melodic way of viewing things. So not as in a piano where you can hit more notes at once, which will be notated like this, harmonically. So we can hit a bass drum and a cymbal, for instance, at the same time. That will be harmonic. And in this case would be more like a saxophone player playing one note at a time, like in a certain melody, a riff. And you have a more melodic sense, which is notated horizontally. So that would be, for instance, our Bonham Triplet. You know, that's a linear pattern. Well, these linear patterns are really cool if you look at it from the coordinational standpoint of, well, now you're omitting one of the four limbs. We're now omitting the left foot. We can also omit the right foot. So we simply substitute the right foot for a left foot. So the Bonham Triplet typically would go like right, left foot. And it feels a little different, but also very similar, you know. If you're new to this, if you haven't played step hi-hats a lot, or you're a left foot bass drum, you're not a double bass drum player, then this will feel kind of weird, but also kind of similar, you know. You recognize that the pattern of like, to like, it's a different limb, but the motion is sort of the same. Excuse me. So all you need to do is really practice that as well. If you want to know and want to see how we practiced that earlier in the Bonham Triplet videos, then just go to the channel and check those out. Or did I mention that already? Well, if I did, I'll cut it out. No problem. So what you want to do is practice this left foot, well, like one. And you can also go like through the cyclical permutations again, which was the second one in the series, like starting on the left hand. Or started on the third one, which is the left foot now. You can also go for the master exercise. So those are the exercises you can do with that one. Well, we can also go like, well, what happens if we play it with the right hand and we omit the left hand and we play it with right hand, left foot, bass drum. Or in this case, I would think that right left for the double bass players is a more logical option. So I would, in this case, opt for the clockwise rotation. So you go like right hand, right foot, left foot. Because it's more common practice to play it like, you know, that's what you hear a lot of those guys play like. That's almost always like lead with the strong foot, so to say. In my case, the right foot. So I would go like right hand, right foot, left foot. Now you can also practice this the other way around. It may be beneficial to you as well. It's a little odd. It's a little more difficult because I'm not used to that, because I don't really see a need for me to practice this. You know, I want to keep it practical as well. There's so much we can practice or could practice. The trick is to practice the right things at the right time. You know, practice daily drum diet in the 3D drumming system. But also structure, know when to practice what is crucial. You might practice hours a day, but if you practice the wrong things at the wrong moment in time, well, you might have maybe had it in the wrong direction then, because you're focusing on the wrong things. So, well, long story short, in this case, I would opt for the clockwise motion of like right hand, right foot, left foot, because I'm leading with my right foot. Cool move. There, you can also do that with the left hand. So we omit the right hand and you go like, also again, clockwise. Also a nice move. Now you won't be getting this speed accurately right away if you're not used to this. So take it slowly, take your time, do some counting and relax. You know, you'll get it in I don't know, could be like if you practice this daily, you get it really up to a decent speed already in, say, like a week, maybe 2 weeks. Could be. You know, I've been playing for over 3 decades now. So I've earned the privilege to be able to pull this off quite fast. But I struggled just like everyone did. Like, you want to take it slowly, you know, get used to the feeling, let your body get used to it and adjust, also timing wise, and do it in a smart way by counting. You know, that's what's going to be helping a lot, not just this. Every time you're counting this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Every time you're doing that, your counting as a whole improves, you know, and your timing as a whole improves, and your coordination as a whole improves. So it's not just this one exercise you're doing, you're practicing everything at once. Now that's a smart way of practicing things. So there you have another one, another creative way of going about the Bonham Triplet thing. So you can, instead of just doing these 3 limbs, you can also go like, oh no, that was the reverse. Then other foot, then you go like, and that's the last one. So I hope this helps a little and you get a little more excited about being able to practice drumming anywhere. You don't need a kit, and most of the things you can actually practice in a more beneficial way, away from the drums than you would sitting behind a set of drums because of all the distractions. So I hope this one helps. And if you liked it, then give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. And if you do, then you get notified because tomorrow there will be another one. So see you there.